Well, I got more of a mess going on here again. Try to get this damn drawer organized. I've been going through and just throwing stuff out, which is difficult to do. Anyway, we got the two radios back over here. Look at that. They look like twins. They're very similar for sure. Definitely very similar. But in the back they're different. Let's see if we can get in here. And so that one's got the USB and the cat and some other stuff. And then you end up with, I don't know what that one is for linear. A couple extra connections here that you can use to hook up. RX out is really good for hooking up an SDR play. The IF out can be used also, but the RX out, I think it does go through the attenuator. On this one here, if you tap the U-Tune with a Y adapter and enable the U-Tune, you can actually run an SDR play or SDR off of that. Otherwise, this one's a little bit more difficult. But anyway, pretty identical looking radios. I really like the display better on this. I like the rubber keys. These do light up over here. These don't. I think these all light up. But you have RX, TX, and I mean the way they're set up is kind of goofy. Like the VFO A and B is sort of just not like other radios like ICOMs, but they're good radios. I'm not really sure what the hell I'm doing with them at this point. I guess. I mean, they make a good primary radio for sure. It depends on what you want to operate. Anyway, I love to operate this one here. It's just kind of, I don't know. It just got something about it. Just sounds good. Seems like when you get bored with radio, it's kind of interesting to turn on one of these. You just go back to the basics. So. And then I got all this mess over here. I've not really been using these radios very much. Last couple of days I haven't been using the 710 or anything. I've been using the 901. And it's really fun to use this radio. I really like it. I think the Hot Water 101, I'm not sure if I'm going to recap it or not. I need to go and look and see how much it will cost to order some capacitors for it, for the power supply, and then maybe I'll do that. So, I guess it's kind of, I think, the oldest radio I have. So, yeah, it's got to be the oldest radio I have. I can't think of anything else that would be older. And this thing here, man, what a radio, man. This thing is amazing. I'm really glad I got that one. Almost didn't go out there and go get it. I didn't feel like driving. I don't remember what it was, 7 hours. So, and this is a good radio too. Well, I just need to get it off of the shelf there and put it in the operating position. And I think I need to dump some of these oscilloscopes and just get rid of them. I'm hoping at the next Hamfest I'll be able to find something, similar to like this one here, but fully working. Although I think that's probably unlikely. But the reason I like this one is because it's 100 megahertz with a frequency counter on it that's actually pretty accurate. Other than that, I don't need 100 megahertz. And like this one down here is 400. I don't need 400. But it's nice to have, I guess. So I definitely wouldn't mind getting rid of them. But, if I've got all this other junk, I might as well have them too. And then I get that one there, and really, I cannot recommend these at all. These are very Chinese. They're not accurate. They're more of a toy. So, yeah. I've been using the Heathkit amplifier down there, and Just doing some stuff like that. Got these PreSonus speakers hooked up to the radios when I operate, which makes them sound a lot better. So that's pretty cool. So other than that, I got this over here. I need to get my new printer in here because this one actually, you can, print with it in here, but it's too big. So if you print with it, you need to have the door unzipped because the travel of it. Let me get this out of here. The travel of it will go all the way that far back. We're just touching the back and it'll go all the way here. See, if this thing was just a little bit longer, it'd be pretty good. This printer here, I need to pull it out of here and get the rest of the stuff here for the bed chain, and I'll do a video on that later. I've got a lot of the parts for the bed chain sitting here, and I need to finish my coil over here. My 80 meter coil, need to finish that. I've got these that need to go on a printer for upgrade, the Sunlu printer. I think I'm done buying printers. I think this is a really good printer. I still really, really like this printer. I don't have a whole lot of problems using it. It's not fast, but it seems to be very predictable. And I get really good prints out of it. I didn't really notice an advantage to the direct drive, so I honestly think that having the extruder over here was perfectly fine. But I'm not going to go ahead and put it back or anything like that. Although it was more convenient because of the way this sensor mounts, and it would sit, over here. So I don't know. I think also what I really like about these type of printers is that we can just get any kind of Creality parts and put them on here, and this printer isn't ever going to become obsolete. Whereas, like with the last two that I bought, like the Neptune and the Sovol, those are using proprietary parts, and they get dinged up. You're not going to be able to replace those in 5 or 10 years, maybe even less. I think maybe in 2 years you won't even be able to find parts for the Sovol SV06. But these here, you can always change them. I mean, it's pretty standard stuff. I mean, there's millions of Ender 3s and CR10s and other printers that all use the same setup that you can get parts for. So I think I'm more of like a longevity kind of person. I don't want the latest and greatest outdated cell phone. So this printer is great. I like it. It prints big stuff. Yeah, and it prints it good, and it doesn't screw it up. I don't even think I've really had any prints fail on this. One thing I have not checked, it doesn't use a timing belt. I haven't checked because it really doesn't have homing for the Z. And so I'm not really sure how it achieves that, because I'm not sure what stepper motors it's using. But it seems like the Z-axis is always perfect. And I don't know how that could be. There's no timing belt on it. It would be easy for one of these stepper motors to get out of alignment. I don't think they're independently controlled, but I might be wrong. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to do a little bit of cleaning up in here and figure out some stuff that maybe, to take to the next Ham Fest or, donate or something. But I've got the two other printers inside the house. The weather isn't really all that great, so we have rain, thunder, all sorts of stuff. And it's just been kind of hard to really run them out here. But if I get this one out here and start working on the bed chain, then I can put the Neptune in here because it'll fit. And then I'm just waiting for the Neptune to be dialed in because I don't want to stick it inside here and then try and figure out what's wrong with it while it's inside of an enclosure. So it's a lot easier when it's not. Maybe I'll print up another one of these. I really like these. I don't know who the guy is that designed them. He has some weird little buffalo thing on it. Anyway, we'll catch you guys later. I'm gonna upload this video, and I'm going to get on the 901 and see if maybe we can get the Canadians on 10 meters tube hybrid FM. 29640. Why don't we see if we can do that?